You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Wisconsinites could be slated to receive a break on their income taxes. That's if Governor Evers signs the $3.5 billion in tax cuts included in the Republican budget. But how will that impact you? Our political reporter Will Keneally breaks it down for us. Will?
Well, Eric, we've been looking at how this tax break would impact different Wisconsinites. For example, these two different groups of people would receive roughly $88 back each year for those making in the 40s and $32 for anyone making between $31,000 and $40,000. That's roughly where the state's per capita income is. But there's been some pushback from Democrats who say this tax break disproportionately helps the wealthy. That's on the far end of the scale, those making more than $1 million.
Taxpayers in Wisconsin who make more than $75 million a year, and there are 11 of them, would receive $1.8 million in tax cut under this per year. That combined total of what the millionaires in this state receive in this tax cut could pay for child care counts.
If the government takes too much money, we think that the public, the taxpayers, the hardworking taxpayers of the state can spend this money better than what Madison bureaucrats can do. So we have reductions in all of the tax brackets. Everybody will be getting a tax cut. The biggest portion will be in the middle portion, the middle brackets there.
So if you look at figures prepared by the legislature's Nonpartisan Fiscal Bureau, according to that, a person making $75 million would see roughly $800,000 each year back in tax cuts. It's a little bit of the adage of the more you spend, the more you save. So we look at the group on the charts, anyone in the $1 million or more, that group saves roughly $30,000 per year under this tax plan. But again, that looks different than what the state median would be over here, which is less than $100 back. This again is if the governor signs this into law, he could veto this tax cut when he takes action on the budget, which we're expecting later this week.
All right, Will, thank you. Hot temperatures heading into Independence Day. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out on the weather patio. He has the very latest. Gary?
It's pretty hot out here, and the air really not moving around very much, and that could lead to higher ozone levels. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud tracking. You see some thunderstorms developing to our north and west from far northwestern Wisconsin through eastern Minnesota. These will fizzle out before they reach us, but the better chances for rain will be in the northern portion of the state. You can see on Doppler track those storms developing pretty rapidly over the last couple of hours, but the trend is more toward northern and central Wisconsin than toward the southern part of the state. Low temperatures this morning dropped into the upper 40s north and west of the Dells. Madison dropped to 61 degrees, but take a look at that 48-degree temperature in Camp Douglas. Look at the current temperature, 90 degrees. So those temperatures have risen over 40 degrees during the day today. 90 right now in Madison, 90 in Janesville, across Dane County, 88 in Verona, 88 in Cross Plains, and 91 degrees, the current temperature in Sun Prairie. There is an air quality advisory from 10 a.m. tomorrow morning to 11 p.m. tomorrow evening for much of southern and eastern Wisconsin. That is for ozone, not for wildfire smoke. Otherwise, look for temperatures to drop into the upper 70s by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at our chances for rain as we head toward the 4th of July holiday. Just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. With those dry conditions, a warning, you need to be extra careful when enjoying your fireworks, campfires, and sparklers tomorrow. That dry, hot, windy weather we've seen lately increases the danger for fires starting. And Monona Fire Chief Jeremy McMullen said we can keep our celebrations safer by following fire code and having campfires on an approved outdoor fire stove.
Please don't start a fire on your dry grass. We'll be coming out to visit you.
Chief McMullen also said that the best way to stay safe with fireworks is to leave it to the professionals. And as we near Independence Day, we've compiled a list of fireworks shows to help you celebrate. DeForest celebration takes place tonight and also tomorrow at Fireman's Park, beginning at dusk. Fireworks will also go off at the Jefferson County Fair Park tonight at 9:30. And also tonight, the Madison Mallards will host the Festival Foods fireworks show after their game against the Green Bay Rockers. And tomorrow, more fireworks at the Monona Community Festival at Winnequa Park, beginning at 9:20. For more information and a full list of events, you can look for this story at channel3000.com. And because of the July 4th holiday, Metro Transit will be reducing some of its services. It'll be operating Sunday schedules on each route on your screen. Route 80 will operate weekend recess schedules, and routes 81 through 84 will not operate. All paratransit rides will be canceled tomorrow. Passengers must schedule a casual ride. We're hearing today from a Monona police officer who found himself pinned between his squad and another car during a chase last week. Kyle Pozorski spoke with him today. And Kyle, how's he doing now?
Well, thankfully, the news today is good. He and his canine officer are doing well. Officer Andrew Hoffman says he saw a car with no license plates on the Beltline and decided to pull it over. Watch this dash cam video. The driver is racing west before leaving the Beltline and going towards downtown Madison. The chase continued to West Washington Avenue, where the suspect jumped out of the moving vehicle. That's when Officer Hoffman was pinned between his squad car and the suspects. Hoffman got loose and let his canine Jocko loose after the man. Hoffman says he's fine, suffering only minor injuries.
It happened so fast, I didn't really have a chance to think about it. I just kind of jumped a little bit to try to go up and over the car, which was successful. And as the car passed and damaged my squad, I was able to get my canine partner out at that point.
The suspect was later treated for injuries from dog bites, and officers found a gun on the scene. Jocko has been paired with Hoffman since January of 2022. Monona police are referring charges for the suspect, a 20-year-old Madison man, of attempted felony eluding, resisting a peace officer, among other things.
Kyle, thank you. Right now, officials are investigating what led to a garage fire outside Cross Plains this morning. Crews from multiple agencies were called to this fire. It was in the 7900 block of Old Sauk Pass Road about 7:30. The Dane County Sheriff's Office said no people or any animals were hurt in this fire. Investigators are still working to determine what caused it, but the Sheriff's Office said it was likely electrical in nature. Nothing suspicious was noted. A man was hurt after a stray bullet from people target shooting 1,000 yards away hit him in the leg. 4 people were arrested because of it. This happened in Monroe County. The suspects were shooting at a property along County Highway M in rural Wilton last night, and that's when the 51-year-old victim was hit in the leg. Deputies say they weren't using a proper backstop, allowing the bullet to travel across the highway to the victim. The man was taken to the hospital.
You know, one of the basic firearm safety rules is to know your target and what's beyond it. And we take that a step further and, you know, say what's around it or what's in between you and that target. And unfortunately, these tragedies do happen. You do expose yourself to some criminal liability if you're using a firearm in a, you know, criminally negligent manner. So.
Now, the suspects, all in their 20s, were booked into the Monroe County Jail. President Biden says he intends to pursue a new student loan forgiveness plan after the Supreme Court delivered a crushing blow to his original attempt to cancel massive student debt last week. After a pandemic pause, payments for federal borrowers are set to resume in October. The Biden administration now wants to use a law first passed in 1965, the Higher Education Act, to move forward with a new plan, but warns the process could take more time.
There will be kind of a process to bring together experts and get public comment and essentially establish the contours of a new cancellation program.
Well, in the meantime, experts say borrowers should make sure their information is up to date with the Department of Education and their loan servicers. Also, keep an eye out in case you are eligible for the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program or income-driven repayment plans. President Biden also says borrowers who cannot make those payments this fall won't face default or be reported to any credit bureaus or debt collection agencies for 1 year. Police in Baltimore are searching for suspects after a deadly mass shooting at a neighborhood block party over the weekend. 2 people were killed. 28 more were injured. Ivan Rodriguez now with the latest.
A beloved annual block party turned into a chaotic mass shooting early Sunday, killing 18-year-old Alaya Gonzalez and 20-year-old Kailas Fagbemi. Police say the 28 others injured were mostly teenagers ranging in age from 13 to 19.
Couldn't believe the numbers. You know, it was frightening.
Baltimore police say at least 2 shooters were involved and are working to determine whether more people were firing. Monday morning, officials say they have yet to determine a motive and are still figuring out if victims were targeted or shot at indiscriminately. Mayor Brandon Scott says the investigation won't end until the shooters are under arrest.
We won't stop until we find those responsible and hold them accountable.
Baltimore police are searching a crime scene spanning several blocks and looking through hours of surveillance footage. Officials also urging community members to come forward with any relevant information that could help in the investigation.
We have only touched some of the video that's out there. Everyone had their cameras working, had their phones working, and there's much more video out there.
As the city comes together to pray for the victims of this latest mass shooting, community leaders are asking for the violence to end.
And as a community, once and for all, let's come together and stop this senseless killing.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Police announced a reward is now up to $28,000 for information leading to the arrest of those responsible for the killings. Coming up, Gary has our complete holiday weekend forecast, plus violent protests continue in France following the deadly police shooting of a teenager. And later, thrill seekers got more than they bargained for in northern Wisconsin after this roller coaster left many stuck upside down. Details next hour on News 3 Now at 6. Quick check of Wall Street. The Dow starts the second half of the year with an 11-point jump. The Nasdaq adds 29. The S&P 500 closed up a little more than 5. And we'll be right back.
Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination. We have all the best brands at the best prices. And with our 120-night sleep guarantee and free delivery, you can't make a mistake. At Steinhafels, we take the time to fit you with the perfect mattress, giving you the best night's sleep possible. Rest easy when you use Steinhafels' 72-month special financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
A high-speed chase turns violent. Kyle Pazorski speaks with a Monona officer injured during that pursuit. Plus, we meet the Mallard's secret weapon that'll steal your heart. How the team's bat dog is taking the game to another level. That's tonight at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
More violence erupts in France amid nationwide protests over the police shooting of a 17-year-old last week. Protesters launched fireworks towards police, torched vehicles, and looted stores. So far, more than 3,000 people have been arrested, around 1,000 buildings damaged, and 700 police officers injured. Officers responded with tear gas in attempts to charge down the protesters. 45,000 officers were deployed nightly over the weekend. A funeral for the teen took place on Saturday. Meanwhile, in Southern California, thousands of hotel cooks, room attendants, dishwashers, and servers are now on strike. At least 15,000 workers from more than 60 hotels in Los Angeles and also in Orange County hit the picket lines on Sunday. They walked off their jobs right in the middle of one of the busiest holiday travel weekends of the year.
We decided to go and strike because downtown is very expensive, you know, rent and gas, food, everything is expensive.
They want a pension plan that will allow them to retire with dignity. They're asking for a fair workload. They want one person, one job.
It's business as usual at the Westin Bonaventure and Suites in downtown LA, where a deal was reached last week. A spokesman for the bargaining group says hotel management is fully prepared to continue to operate and take care of guests as long as the strike continues. Hotel owners say they are willing to negotiate with the striking union at any time. With the opioid epidemic raging across the country, a new program aims to help treat opioid addiction by bringing treatment options right to those in need. Gino Vici has more from Detroit.
I think it has a huge potential.
Dr. Sherry Eliz is heading up a new pilot program recently approved by the DEA and the state of Michigan that could have a huge impact on opioid abuse disorder treatment options for underserved communities.
A lot of our clients are those that have no access to treatment facilities.
Dr. Eliz is talking about this fleet of custom-built specialty buses designed to target underserved communities like homeless shelters, nursing homes, correctional facilities, and neighborhoods with little to no options. The mobile units are scheduled to be rolled out in just a few weeks and will provide full treatment services.
So some of these buses will be for group therapies. Some of these buses will be registration. Some of these buses will be for counselors and doctors, and the other buses will be for methadone dispensing.
Naveed Syed is the CEO of Quality Behavioral Health in Detroit. He's operated this center for nearly 3 decades and says these mobile units are exactly what the community needs to help fight the opioid epidemic.
A lot of people are losing their lives and killing themselves by overdosing.
CDC numbers show that overdose deaths have been rising, with 110,000 just last year. 2/3 of those overdoses involve a synthetic blend of opioids like fentanyl.
So this is the time where we want to help, and I'm really happy that I can do something.
Advocates are optimistic about the good this program will do for the community. I'm Gino Vici, CBS News, Detroit.
In Michigan, where the mobile unit is launching, opioid overdose deaths have grown tenfold since the year 2000. Let's get a look at your complete First Warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now. Gary?
A big holiday tomorrow, 4th of July, and it will be a hot one. High temperature probably topping out in Madison around 93 degrees. Temperature is already in the lower 70s at 7 a.m., close to 90 by noon, and then probably around 90 even through 6 p.m. For the fireworks displays, I think temperatures will still be in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Now, the question is whether or not it's going to rain. I think the better chances for showers and thunderstorms will be toward the end of the day and into tomorrow night, but even the best chances will be toward Wednesday. So while it'll be hot and perhaps a little more humid, there'll be just a few showers and thunderstorms. I think most of us will stay dry, and I think most of the fireworks displays should be able to get off without too much of a hitch. We could use the rain, though. This is Doppler radar estimates of rainfall over the last 3 days. Of course, most of this happened on Saturday across southern Wisconsin. A few places got quarter to a half inch of rain, maybe a little bit more than that. North of Madison, just as we expected, really nothing. Take a look at what happens down to the south. Look at the Chicago area, this bullseye here. Some areas picked up between 6 and 9 inches of rain over downtown Chicago. There's massive amounts of flooding. So, I mean, there were just the haves and the have-nots, and, I mean, it's a difference of not much more than 100 miles between getting, a ton of rain and not getting enough rain. This afternoon, you can see how quickly showers and thunderstorms developed in a narrow line just east of the Twin Cities up into northwestern Wisconsin, but the general movement is to the north and east. So at this point, I think those will stay out to the west, and we're going to stay dry. Now, we are expecting some showers and thunderstorms from late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night into Wednesday afternoon and early evening. Probably the best chances for more widespread rain. Future track computer models are showing general half-inch to maybe inch or more rainfalls, especially in areas that get a couple of heavy thunderstorms passing over those areas, but there'll also be spots that pick up less than a quarter of an inch of rain. Very typical for summer, but at least this is a little more widespread than what we've seen recently. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for high temperatures in the lower 90s for the 4th of July. Some areas could be a little bit warmer than that. Humidity levels will be up a bit, and again, those chances for showers and thunderstorms are going to be from tomorrow night into Wednesday, with the best chances on Wednesday. There also is an air quality advisory from 10 a.m. tomorrow morning until 11 p.m. tomorrow evening, not for wildfire smoke, but for high levels of ozone. That could cause some respiratory issues for people that have breathing problems. Planning your night across Dane County, 68 in Oregon, 68 in DeForest, 68 in Middleton with partly cloudy skies. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, low of 70 in Monroe, 71 in La Crosse. West and 66 in Camp Douglas. For tomorrow, 4th of July, 93 for the high. And again, just a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. You see this on Future Track. Right now, shower and thunderstorm chances probably to our north and to our west. The better chances are probably going to pop up sometime Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening, then a break for the 4th of July fireworks, and then probably better chances for rain as we head into Wednesday. Again, those rainfall amounts spotty. Some areas over an inch or maybe 2 in heavier thunderstorms. Some areas less than 1/4 of an inch. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast. High temperatures drop back into the upper 70s for Thursday. Low 80s for the end of the week. Some thunderstorm chances from Saturday night into Sunday and Monday of next week. And then temperatures back into the middle 80s with dry weather for the end of next week. First warn traffic across southern Wisconsin. Here's the view of the Beltline, major highways. Of course, we're in the middle of the holiday weekend, so really not much going on here. A lot of people taking Monday off, so the Beltline, the I-39, 90, 94 corridor looking pretty good. Travel times, 15 minutes either direction on the Beltline, 17 minutes, Sun Prairie to downtown coming inbound to Madison. Heading outbound, 25 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on 3990, 16 minutes from Midland to Sauk City on US 12. Heading back out on East Washington Avenue to Sun Prairie takes you 18 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. The Dane County Farmers Market will move to Breese-Stevens Field this weekend because of Art Fair on the Square. It's returning to the downtown area. The Farmers Market will be open Saturday 7 to noon. It offers, of course, fresh vegetables, locally made cheese, meat, flowers, baked goods, and much more. Parking is available at some neighboring garages. Streets immediately around Breese-Stevens will be reserved for vendors only. The Art Fair runs both Saturday and Sunday, offers a mix of music, entertainment, outdoor dining, plus over 500 art exhibits. Summer travel this year can mean sky-high prices that may be out of reach for some, but you can still get away and stay within your budget if you're willing to be a bit flexible. Airfare to Europe is at a 6-year high now, averaging about $1,200 per person. Hotels are up 37% over last year, even more in places like Rome and Madrid. While nearly 64% say high inflation is affecting their 4th of July plans, AAA still expects a record number of travelers, so finding a deal requires some flexibility.
You might have your heart set on a beach vacation in Europe, but you can go to the Caribbean for about 1/4 of what you'll pay to fly to Ibiza or Mallorca this summer.
Staying closer to home will get you the best deals from major U.S. airports. Las Vegas, Miami, and Denver can all be found for less than $100. Experts say if you could put your vacation on hold until September or October, you have a better shot at finding a deal to destinations overseas. Still to come, a very unique catch for 2 fishermen off the coast of Alabama. Their fishtail next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We asked people to give their honest feedback on how wrinkles around their eye area and under-eye puffiness looked after trying Tint and Tighten for the first time.
So with foundation, normally it just kind of, you just cover up and conceal things. But with Tint and Tighten, it actually changes the way the skin looks. The lines are actually gone. So you don't get any of that buildup within them and the creases that you normally would see when you wear foundation.
40s is a bit of a shocker for me because 40s, I noticed the skin under my eye is getting very loose. And then 50s hit. And I'm 54, and I really noticed the difference in the firmness of my skin here, and especially here. I'm glad there's products like Tint and Tighten out there so that I can just put this on and not worry about what I didn't do in my 40s, my 30s, and my 20s, and it looks like I always have. It's a pleasure, and it's actually a gift for anyone.
Tint and Tighten shrinks under-eye puffiness, smooths out wrinkles and fine lines around the eye area, and provides tinted coverage to hide dark circles and skin imperfections, making you look fresh and younger. Tint and Tighten is the only cosmetic that blends a beautiful tinted cream to cover uneven skin tone and dark circles with silicate technology that smooths out under-eye puffiness and wrinkles, making the skin around your eye area look flawless for up to 8 hours.
I will be turning 59 in June of this year. Using Tint and Tighten, for me, I'm actually very confident right now that my wrinkles won't be as obvious. It is giving me the support that I think reminds me that I'm at my best right now.
Finally, there's a tinted eye cream to cover dark circles and uneven skin tone. And since Tint and Tighten works in 10 minutes and lasts up to 8 hours, you can look your best without getting injections or fillers. Get beautiful, lightweight, tinted coverage, plus that smoother, younger, wrinkle-free look from years past in 10 minutes. A look that will make you feel beautiful and confident. Try it this 4th of July for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
Save 11% on Menard's unbeatable selection of Atlas roofing products. Castlebrook, Briarwood, and Pinnacle shingles feature a limited lifetime warranty, up to 130-mile-per-hour wind warranty, and a super wide design for fast installation. Choose from 20 styles in stock, ready to take home today. Atlas shingles are made to protect and designed to impress. Save 11% on all Atlas shingles right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
It is a classic fishing tale of hooking the big one with a twist. A group of anglers caught a 100-pound stingray off the coast of Alabama, and then another surprise catch that same day. Ashlyn Mitchell shares their story.
Jeremy, how does that fish feel?
Heavy.
Chris Moore and Jeremy Sloan knew they'd caught something big when it took them 45 minutes to reel in their anonymous catch.
Finding something monstrous. I've already done fought it 15 minutes.
After a while, we both ended up getting tired. I continued to fight the fish to bring it in. Probably about 35 to 40 minutes in, it ended up breaking my fishing pole that we had just got from Bass Pro. And I was running 100-pound test line on it, so it wasn't going to break my line.
To their shock, they discovered a 100-pound stingray once they got it on shore.
I never caught one that big from Dauphin Island.
Moore was accompanied by apprentices from Germany and Mobile for the summer working at Airbus. It was their first time on the island.
They didn't want to grab the fishing pole.
And here they are, pictured with their first baby shark, a little less daunting than the stingray.
It was definitely worth it. It's about building memories. They don't get to see that on the regular.
But an hour later, they were in for another surprise, hooking a second ray.
As I was able to get the hook from its mouth and went to go release, it didn't want to swim away right away. It was hanging out right there in the shoreline. And sure enough, within 30 seconds passing of releasing it, it started giving birth to baby stingrays. So we probably had 3 to 4 baby stingrays just swimming around right there for everyone to get a watch.
Moore says it's common for rays to be near Dauphin Island during the summer, but they're usually a lot smaller. We'll have a final check, your First Warn forecast, after a short break.
This 4th, we're throwing a 4 for the 4th celebration with 4 of my best-selling playgroup sectionals, like my stylish playbook, highly rated Playscape, buttery soft playroom, and my 4-piece playground. Join the 4 for the 4th celebration at Bob's. It's gonna be lit.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Don't wait until the weekend to enjoy a thick charbroiled steak made to your liking. Make a weeknight steak night at High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. Well worth the short drive to Ridgeway.
Ride of chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
You've got this. 10 days, 2 kids, and the open road. Tourist traps? Set. Souvenir allowances? Dispersed. Juice boxes? Abundant. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you, with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs. So when must-see attractions become must-pay with cash adventures, we've got you.
Mom, why is the front door open?
You've got this with Associated Bank.
This 4th, we're throwing a 4 for the 4th celebration with 4 power reclined sofas, only $7.99 each. Like my two-tone Sonoma, my buttery soft Trevor, my classic Forte, and my sleek and stylish Rogue. Join the 4 for the 4th celebration at Bob's. It's gonna be lit.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News. The concerning rise of a heart condition now affecting as many as 3 million Americans, especially women. Our Health Watch tonight, why patients struggle to get a diagnosis and the symptoms you need to know. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And Gary's back as we take one final check of the forecast.
Yeah, kind of hazy out there, but it's not wildfire smoke. It's just hot and humid out there, or a little more humid anyway. Live view from the Platteville Quimby radio sky cam showing sunny skies, but there are some showers and thunderstorms to our north and west. Unfortunately, it looks like they're going to stay in the northern portion of the state and not bring any welcome rain here. Temperatures right now pretty hot from Madison westward. Everybody in the upper 80s to the lower 90s. Madison right at 90. A little cooler closer to Lake Michigan, but even their temperatures are in the lower 80s. Here in Dane County, 92 right now in Middleton, 91 in Deerfield, and 90 in McFarland. There is an air quality advisory for high levels of ozone from 10 a.m. tomorrow morning until 11 p.m. tomorrow evening. For this evening, though, should be dry. Temperatures dropping into the upper 70s.
All right, CBS Evening News coming your way next. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned.